And welcome into Staunton, Virginia, where the Staunton Braves host first place Waynesboro Generals. Tonight's matchup is a rematch of a game a few games ago when these two teams last met here in Staunton. So now that the first pitch just came out,
with the Staunton Braves. And now the first pitch from
tonight,
one of tonight's sponsors, the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Like to thank the Little League here, the Churchville Diamond Club, as they are currently here in the stands watching tonight's game. And as we just saw, we do have a parents' night here, as some of the parents came out and threw out the first pitch. Now I get ready for
there's the first pitch from
next pitch. But again, the first inning will be brought to you by the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Like he might be a lefty.
And the starting lineup for the Waynesboro Generals. Starting off, we have Nick April Gath. Then it's going to be Ben Setcherman. Then Gregory Caban, Bryce Abbott, Brian Archer, Aiden Ottavino, Hunter Wallace bats 7th, Sam Guth 8th, and Kaleo Smith is batting 9th. Now the defensive lineup for your Staunton Braves. Julian Braga will be behind the mound, or be behind home plate catching. Keegan Hessler is over at first. Eston Ogle is at second. Jack Merrick is over at third. Matt Lawson's in shortstop. Hudson Walburn is over in left field. Jose Vasquez is in center field, and Brody Melton is over in right. On the mound for the Braves, we have number 20, Jonathan Stroker. Stroker making his third appearance. Currently has a .93 ERA, 1 win on the season. Started in 2 games. Pitched 9 2/3 of an inning. Has allowed 7 hits and only 1 run. But we are about set here to start the game 2 here in Staunton between the Braves and the Generals. And the first pitch is going to be tipped foul back. So that's going to give us a 1-0 count. Coming to the shortstop, Nick April Gath. As April Gath gets set for the 0-1 pitch, and that misses ball 1. So 1-1 pitch coming up. April Gath currently batting .486 on the season, .592 on base percentage. And he watches ball 2. So 2-1 count coming to the leadoff hitter, shortstop, April Gath. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that's going to go into left field just over the head of the shortstop, Lawson, for a leadoff single.
Now batting the DH, number 28, Ben Scheckerman.
So a leadoff single brings up the DH, Ben Scheckerman. Scheckerman currently batting .174 on the season as he swings and misses for strike 1. Again, Scheckerman batting .174, .457 on base percentage. As he gets set to receive the second pitch coming from Stroker. The 0-1 pitch misses inside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here, top of the first. Last time these two teams met, the Generals did take the win here in Staunton. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strikes coming to the DH. Up next, going to be Caban. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. And that misses, ball 3. So Stroker threw a couple first pitch strikes. And now he's currently in a hole, 3-1. Runner at first, no outs. Stroker kicks, delivers. That swung on miss. Throw in time. Out number 1. So it does give us a full count pitch. 1 out here as April Gath tried to steal second, and the full count pitch swung on and missed, strike, or fouled. Braga not quite able to hold on to it. But again, April Gath tried to get to second off the 3-1 count. And that is going to get the swing and miss. Strike 3 called for out number 2. So
now batting number 13, third baseman, Greg Caban.
Strocherman goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up Greg Caban. Caban currently batting .375 on the season, a .370 on-base percentage as he watches strike 1. But he does also lead the team with 2 home runs on the season and is currently the only member of the Generals to have gone yard as he swings and misses, strike 2. So 0-2 pitch coming from Stroker. Swung on, and that's going to go foul. So that gives us an 0-2 count again. 2 outs here, top of the first. So far, Stroker's only given up the leadoff hit and has 1 strikeout. And he's trying to get a second strikeout. That 0-2 pitch is going to get hit high into center field. And Vasquez gets under it for out number 3. So ultimately, the Generals get 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base, and it basically went down 1, 2, 3, just without the 3 going down easily. So coming up next, we're going to have the home half of the second, or the home half of the first, which is brought to you by Fraternal Order of Eagles. And don't go anywhere. Coming up shortly, give you the starting lineup for your Staunton Braves. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently we are tied at 0 apiece heading into the bottom of the first. The first inning, again, is brought to you by the Fraternal Order of Eagles. And now for the starting lineup for your Staunton Braves. First to bat, Jose Vasquez is currently in the batter's box. Behind him is going to be Max Lawson. Brody Melton bats third. Hudson Walburn cleanup. Keegan Hassler. Then Julian Braga. Jack Merrick is batting seventh. Cannon Clapp is eighth. And we get a leadoff infield base hit from Jose Vasquez. Again, Cannon Clapp eighth and Eston Ogle bats ninth.
Now batting the Braves shortstop, number 35 from Longwood.
So Vasquez reaches off the infield single, and that's going to bring up Max Lawson. Lawson currently batting .400 on the season, .578 on base percentage, as he gets set to receive his first pitch of the evening. And that's going to get in there for strike one. The quick little defensive lineup for the Generals. We have Archer catching with Abbott over at first, Wallace at second, Caban is over at third, April Gath is in shortstop, Guth is in left field, Smith in center, and Ottavino over in right. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, misses ball. So it gives us a 1-1 count. And on the mound for the Generals, we have number 14, Aiden Kempf. Kempf is currently a .771 ERA throughout 2 appearances, started 2 games. This is his third. Does he get set for the 1-1 pitch? And that's outside, ball 2. So this is Kemp's third appearance, third start of the young season, as he looks to face the Braves, as he's currently given up a leadoff single, and now he's in a 2-1 count. And that's inside, ball 3. It's going to be 3 to the shortstop, Lawson. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the first. Jose Vasquez currently over at first. Kemp will kick delivered. And that misses, ball 4. So just like that, the Braves now have runners first and second, no outs. And that's going to bring up the dangerous Brody Melton.
From Milligan, right fielder, Brody Melton.
Brody Melton currently leads the team in home runs with 5. He's batting .302 on the season, .678 on base percentage. And he's now facing Aiden Kempf. And Melton receives the first one. That's going to get fouled straight back for strike number 1. So, first pitch strike. Melton tips it back. And now Kempf gets set. Vasquez at first, Vasquez at second, Lawson at first. The 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1. So again, Melton leads the team in home runs with 5. And Kempf trying to get out of a couple early runners. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So that gives us 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brody Melton. Again, he's currently player of the week for the Summer League, the College Summer League, after his 5 home runs to start off this season, and that's going to get tipped foul. So Brody Melton continues to fight to give us a 1-2 count still. But as I was saying, he had 5 home runs, currently 15 RBIs, if I'm not mistaken, to help him get into that position. Now he's set to receive the 1-2. Batter's on the move. Quick throw on over to third. Not in time. So Melton goes down on strikes, but Vasquez steals third, and Lawson moves up to second.
Now batting left fielder.
That's going to bring up
number 9, Hudson
number
Walburn.
9, Hudson Walburn. So Kempf gets set to face Walburn, left fielder, for the first time. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Currently, Walburn batting .281 on the season, .439 on base percentage. And he has a perfect RBI opportunity here early, bottom of the first, and he swings and misses, strike 1. So now we have a 1-1 count coming from Kempf, who's given up so far an infield single, then walked, but struck out Brody Melton. Now the 4th batter of the inning, and that's going to swing on. Third baseman fields it. Quick throw on over to first. In time for out number 2. But Vasquez does score, and
now batting the first baseman from JMU, number 33, Keegan Hasler.
so what? Vasquez does score from third, and Lawson moves up to third. And that's going to bring up first baseman Keegan Hasler. And the first pitch to Hasler misses outside, ball 1. Currently, Hasler batting .381 on the season, .581 on base percentage. And he's set to receive the 1-0. It's going to be in there for strike 1. So now it's a 1-1 count coming to Hasler, the first baseman for the Braves. Braves have already brought across 1 run, and that's inside, ball 2. So now it's a 2-1 count. 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Braves looking to extend their lead and add some insurance runs with Lawson over at third. That's outside, ball 3. So the 1-1 count is followed by a couple balls. Kempf trying to get out of this inning with the 1-run deficit. Hasler looking to extend on the lead. That's going to get in the dirt, and Lawson will retreat, but ball 4. So that gives Hasler on base over at first. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Julian Braga. Braga does have a couple home runs on the season, but he's currently batting .316 with a .480 on base percentage, and he's looking to keep this inning alive for the Braves with 2 outs. As Kempf now has runners at the corner, and there's not going to be a play, so Hasler is able to steal second easily. As Archer stood up like he wanted to make a play, but neither Wallace nor April Gath was over at second to receive the throw. So now gives us a 1-0 count. That's going to miss, ball 2. So it gives us 2-0 count here. Bottom of the first. Runners at second and third. It's going to be Lawson at second and Lawson at third, Hasler at second. And the 2-0 count on the way. Outside, ball 3. So a 3-0 count coming as Braga's looking to get the 4-pitch walk. Kemp will get set, kicks, and delivers a 3-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. So Kemp's able to avoid the 4-pitch walk, but he's still down 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Kemp kicks, delivers outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks gives us bases loaded, 2 outs here. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Jack Merrick. But real quickly, the Generals are going to have a quick pitching visit. And that gives me an opportunity to tell you that we still have a drawing for 2 Washington Nationals tickets for Monday, June 22nd, when they host the Philadelphia Phillies. If you want a chance to win the tickets, all you have to do is email IWantTicket to StauntonBraves@gmail.com, and we will tell you on the 17th if you won. Again, if you want a chance to win the tickets, just email IWantTicket to StauntonBraves@gmail.com. Currently, the Braves have brought up 6 batters. This is going to be number 7. They have gotten 1 base hit, have drawn 3 walks, and there are currently 2 outs. So now we get set for Jack Merrick
Batting number 29,
to
third baseman
bat.
from UAB, Jake Merrick.
Jake Merrick is currently batting .200 on the season with a .692 on-base percentage. So he gets set to receive his first pitch from Kemp. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So 0-1 count coming to Merrick. Kemp trying to get out of this bases loaded situation with 2 outs. As Kemp kicks and delivers. Swung on and fouled straight back for strike 2. So Kemp gets set for the 0-2 count. Trying to keep this just a 1-run deficit after giving up only 3 walks and 1 base hit. And Kemp kicks, delivers, swung on, and that's in there, strike 3. So Merrick goes down swinging on strikes, and that is how the first inning will go in. Kemp able to get out, but he ended up giving up 1 run off 1 hit through 3 walks and had only 2 strikeouts. Don't forget, the first inning was brought to you by Fraternal Order of Eagles. Coming up next, the top of the second, where the Braves will face Abbott Archer Ottavino, the 4-5-6 batter. Coming up next here in Staunton, Virginia. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead the Generals 1-0 here after 1 inning. Strucker is set for his second inning of work. He's going to face Bryce Abbott, the first baseman, first. As he gets set and kicks, delivers the first pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit foul. Strike one. Abbott is currently batting .300 on the season with a .488 on-base percentage. And he's currently facing an 0-1 count from Stroker. And that's in there. Strike two called. So Abbott's quickly down 0-2 here to Stroker. As Abbott will get set back up in the batter's box. And Stroker kicks, delivers in there, ball one. So Abbott currently facing 1-2 count here, bottom of the second. And the 1-2 count on the way. In there, strike three called. Out number one. So Abbott goes down, Stroker's second strikeout of the game. And that's going to bring up Ottavino. And the pitch, that misses ball. Or no, it is the catcher, Brian Archer. So Archer now facing a 1-0 count.
Batter is Brian Archer.
So the 1-0 count to Archer misses inside, ball two. So far, four batter. Stroker's only given up that one base hit. And now the 2-0 count. Outside, ball three. So just as I was saying that, Stroker's now quickly behind 3-0 to the catcher for the Generals. And the 3-0 pitch on the way. In there, strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Stroker gets set. Kicks, delivers. Swung on, missed, strike two. So just like that, Stroker's able to get back into this, getting a full count. 1 out, trying to get back-to-back strikeouts. And the payoff pitch on the way. In there, strike three called. And back-to-back strikeouts for the pitcher, Jonathan Stroker. As Archer goes down looking, now is going to bring up right fielder Aiden Ottavino. As Stroker step off. Real quickly, Ottavino batting .150 on the season, .308 on base percentage. And the first pitch did not go after Braga tried to get an appeal. So it brings up ball one. So the 1-0 pitch on the way. And that misses ball two. So Stroker now a 2-0 count to the right fielder, Ottavino. That swung on, and that's going to go foul. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike coming. Two outs here, top of the second. Stroker trying to get 6 up, 6 down basically. As it's now brings up ball three. And the 3-1 count on the way. Swung on, and that's hit foul for strike number 2. Currently 3 strikeouts for Stroker on the night. And he gets set for the payoff pitch. On the way outside, ball 4. So Ottavino reaches on balls. And that's going to bring up second baseman number 4, Hunter Wallace. Currently, Wallace batting .267, .378 on base percentage. And he's set to face Jonathan Stroker. And the first pitch, high, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-0 count coming. Currently, Ottavino is over at first. 2 outs here. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, and that's hit back. Strike 1. So 1-1 count coming on the way. Runner on first, 2 outs, and the 1-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. Ottavino is going to try, and that's in there. And they get Ottavino trying to go to second, and that is how the inning will end. Top of the second. No hits, 1 strikeout, 1 runner reached on balls, but he's going to get thrown out over at second. Coming up next, bottom of the second, where we will have Clap Ogle Vasquez. Don't forget, second inning is brought to you by Klein Mary Realty. And again, coming up next, the Braves try to extend their lead here in Staunton, Virginia. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 1-0 here after 1.5 innings. Coming up to the plate is going to be the designated hitter, Kanan Clapp. Clapp's currently batting .077 with a 143 on base percentage, and he will watch strike 1. So this is the first time Clapp is up for tonight, and he swings and misses for strike 2. So far, Aiden Kemp in for his second inning of work, and he quickly gets out 1 as Clapp goes down swinging. Coming up next, second baseman Easton Ogle. Ogle batting 9th tonight. He's batting .161, .316 on base percentage, and he hits first pitch foul, strike 1. So 0-1 pitch coming from Kemp. And that's going to get it inside. Ball 1. Again, last time these two teams met, Braves were able to get out to an early lead, but could not hold on to it. And now Kemp faces the 1-1 pitch, and Ogle hits that going foul, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes coming to Ogle. One out here, bottom of the second. As Kempf is facing his ninth batter already tonight. And that hit's going to go into center or right center field, and the catch is made for out number 2. Ogo got some good wood on it, but the center fielder Smith able to rush on over to right center.
Now batting center fielder Jose.
That's going to bring up
Vasquez.
the Braves' own center fielder, Jose Vasquez. Had an infield single his first time up. And now he faces Kemp for the second time with 2 outs. And that is going to be outside, ball 1. Again, Vasquez singled his first time up and was later able to come around to score. And that's going to be a chopper into foul territory. And that's going to bring us to strike 1. So Vasquez did a good job there, trying to rush down the first baseline, just not quite able, or the ball wasn't quite able to stay in fair territory. So that's going to bring us to a 1-1 count, 2 outs, bottom of the second, where the Braves currently lead 1-0. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's swung on. That's going to get April Gath, throws on over to first in time for out number 3. So Vasquez grounds out to shortstop. And that's how the second inning will end.
I believe we're going to have some more shirts.
Both teams basically go 1-2-3 that inning. And we still stay here. Braves lead 1-0. Second inning was brought to you by Klein May Realty. Coming up next, the top of the third, where the Braves will face the 7-8-9 Wallace Goth Smith are due up next. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where the Braves currently lead 1-0 over the Waynesboro Generals. Third inning is brought to you by Cox Construction. As leading off for the Generals, number 4, Hunter Wallace. He has already seen a few pitches, though, from Stroker as he watches ball 1. If you remember, in the top of the second, Wallace was up to bat, but Acevino tried to steal second, just was not thrown out from Braga as Wallace swings and misses. Strike 1. And now the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's swung on and hit foul. So that gives us a 1-2 count. Currently, Stroker has only given up 1 walk and 1 hit, but has 3 strikeouts as well tonight. And he's looking for strikeout number 4. And that's going to get tipped foul. So the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Top of the third. Hunter Wallace. Just a reminder, is batting .267 on the season, .378 on base percentage. And that pitch is going to be swung on, lifted into right field and is going to land foul. So we'll do the 1-2 count again. As Stroker so far has faced 6 batters. All 6 have gotten out at some point, whether it was trying to steal second or they fly out or strike out. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that's fouled straight back. So we get a 1-2 count again for the 3rd time. As Wallace is having a pretty decent at-bat, just trying to get a ball in play. As Stroker gets set for the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that is how the first out is recorded here in the top of the 3rd. And that's going to bring up left fielder 25, Sam Guth. Guth is over in left field. He's currently batting 115, 343 on base percentage. As he watches ball 1. So that gives us a 1-0 count. Here, 1 out. Stroker swung on and missed from Guth. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. 1 out. Stroker kicks, delivers. In there, strike 2. So that gives us a 1-2 count. Stroker trying to get back-to-back strikeouts. Kicks, delivers, and that's going to be grounder. Eaten up. What a play. Flips on over to pitcher recovering in time. Out number 2. Great play there from the first baseman, Hassler, as we get a rare ground out to first base with the pitcher recovering. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Callow Smith. Smith currently batting 273, 484 on base percentage. And the first pitch from Stroker in there, strike 1. So now Smith faces Stroker with an 0-1 count. As Stroker gets that, kicks, delivers. And that's outside, ball 1. So 1-1 count. Coming, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Stroker trying to basically have 3 innings of 1-2-3. But that is going to be away, ball 2 to Smith. So now that gives us 2 balls, 1 strike, and that misses ball 3. So after that first pitch strike, Stroker throws 3 straight balls to Smith, and now he gets set for the 3-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 4. So for the 3rd straight inning, at least one person does make it on base. We'll see if that pattern continues. As now is coming up the shortstop, Nick April Gath. Gath singled his first time up. Now he faces Stroker with 2 outs and a runner at first. Stroker's pitch, that misses, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-0 count, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Stroker, quick glance on over to first. As he gets that, kicks, delivers, runner on the move, and we are going to get a ground out. Throw on over to Hassler at first in time. So Lawson does the play. And first time I can say that the Generals leave a runner on base after either a hit or a walk. So coming up next, bottom of the 3rd, where the Braves lead at 1-0 here. Scheduled up to bat is going to be Lawson, Melton, Walburn. And a quick reminder that the 3rd inning is brought to you by Cox Construction as the Braves look to build on their lead. Coming up next, bottom of the 3rd. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves are up 1-0 over the Waynesboro Generals. Third inning is brought to you by Cox Construction, where currently the Braves are looking to build on their lead. And up first to bat is going to be Max Lawson. Walked his last time up, ended up stranded at third in the first inning. First pitch to Lawson is outside, ball one. So 1-0 count coming to Lawson. Again, Lawson walked his last time up. Kemp trying to not walk him again, and Lawson swings and misses, strike one. Kemp currently in his third inning of work, trying to keep this a one-run deficit game for the Generals. Lawson trying to extend the lead. And the 1-1 pitch, that's going to miss, ball two. Looked like Archer had a hard time trying to grab that. So the umpire will walk it out, give Archer a little bit of time to walk it off. And now we get set for the 2-1 count coming from Kemp to Lawson. So Kemp gets set, will kick, deliver, and that's tipped foul, strike two to the shortstop for the Braves. So 2-2 count coming. Kemp in his third inning of work. And so far the Braves trying to get a leadoff runner. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. In there, strike three called. So Lawson goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up
18, Brody Melton.
Melton. Melton struck out swinging his last time up. But he also does lead the Braves in home runs with 5. As Kemp, first pitch in there, strike one. So a 1 pitch coming to Melton from Kemp. Kemp kicks, delivers, swung on and missed, strike two. So after a fantastic starting 8 games right now, Melton trying to get some contact. That swung on and missed, strike three. And Melton is down on strikes for the second time tonight. And that's going to bring up number 9, left fielder Hudson Walburn. Grounded out to third his first time up. Now he faces Kemp with 2 outs. Kemp kicks, delivers inside, ball one. So 1-0 count coming to Walburn. No outs here. Bottom of the third. Or 1-0 count, 2 outs, bottom of the third. And that misses, ball two. So Walburn quickly ahead 2-0. Kemp trying to get back in. So the 2-0 count, and that misses, ball three. So just like that, Walburn going to try to get the walk as Kemp has thrown 3 straight balls to him. And the 3-0 pitch on the way, in there for strike one. So again, Walburn did ground out to third his first time up as he sets to receive the 3-1 pitch. And that's swung on grounder. That gets by April Gathen, shortstop, for a base hit. And the Braves have a runner on, 2 outs here. And that is going to bring up
that brings up the
first baseman Keegan Hasler. Hasler reached on balls first time up. Now he faces Kemp with 2 outs and a runner at first. Hasler will get set to receive the pitch. And that's going to be low, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-0 count here, top or bottom of the third, 2 outs. Currently Walburn over at first as he's set to receive the 1-0 count. And the 1-0 count to Hasler. In there, strike 1. So 1-1 count on the way with 2 outs. Runner at first. And the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Kemp's done a good job so far. He's managed to get a few swings and misses, but the Braves do lead it 1-0. Right now he's trying to leave a runner at first. And the pitch outside, ball 2 to Hasler. First baseman for the Braves. First baseman for the Braves. Walked his first time up. Now he's set to receive the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be low in the dirt, ball 3. So Hasler able to get a full count pitch. Kemp trying to get the final out needed here in the bottom of the third. Hasler gets set. Now Kemp sets. And he'll kick, deliver. Swung on, and that's going to go foul. Walburn was trying to get to second to avoid any sort of flip on over to second, make it a little bit harder. But he'll take the quick jog back to first. Now's the payoff pitch. And that's outside, ball 4. So that's going to give us runners first and second, 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Julian Braga. Last time Braga did walk. Right now a walk with setup, bases loaded. Just like it did last time he was up.
Now batting the catcher, Julian Braga.
So now runners first and second, 2 outs. Braga also has a few home runs on the season. Kempf tries to get out of this inning. And the first pitch. That's in there, strike 1. So Braga currently at 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the home half of the third. Kemp gets set. Kicks, delivers. That swung on hit going into straightaway center field. Backing up is the center fielder Smith, and he'll make the catch for out number 3.
All right, let's give away
So the third inning ends with 1 hit, 1 walk, no errors, and 2 men left on base. No runs did come across. So the score remains 1-0 in favor of the Braves. Third inning was brought to you by Cox Construction. Coming up next, top of the 4th, where the Braves will face the Shesterman, Caban, and Abbott. All that coming up next in the top of the 4th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 1-0 here after 3 innings. Fourth inning is brought to you by Cardinal Home Center, as Jonathan Stroker currently facing his 4th inning of work, trying to keep this a 1-run game. But first, he will face Ben Strosterman. Last time, struck out swinging. And he's currently behind 0-1 after the first pitch strike. So now Stroker gets that for the second pitch. Kicks, delivers, swung on, and that's hit foul for strike number 2. So Stroker trying to put Setcherman on strike, but that pitch misses, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-2 count to the designated hitter for the Generals. And that swung on and hit foul for a 1-2 pitch again. So far, no runners have reached second base for the Generals. Every time they've attempted to try and steal second, they've been thrown out by Braga. And now Stroker, the 1-2 pitch. In there, strike 3 called for out number 1. And Sesherman down on strikes for the second time. Now it's going to bring up Greg Caban. Caban flew out to center field his last time up. And he's set to receive the first pitch. In there, strike 1. Stroker done fantastic so far, looking to keep the momentum going. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That swung on, hit into left field, foul. So 0-2 pitch coming to Caban. Again, Caban has 2 home runs on the season. Leads the Generals in homers. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Ball 1. So far, 5 strikeouts for Stroker. Trying to get number 6. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled straight back. So we get the 1-2 pitch again. 1 out, top of the 4th. Generals trying to get back into this, or trying to tie the game up. As Stroker gets set, the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, and there's a base hit. So Caban gives the Generals their second hit of the evening. And that's going to bring up first baseman Bryce Abbott. Abbott struck out swinging his last time up. And now he faces Stroker, 1 out with a runner at first. Stroker gets that, kicks, delivers, and bunt goes flying high for a foul. Strike 1. That gives us an 0-1 pitch coming to Abbott. As Stroker gets set, 0-1 pitch coming on the way. Infield came up. Now he swings, sends that over into right field. And the catch is made from Melton for out number 2. That's going to bring up the catcher, Archer. Struck out looking his last time up. And after the third baseman, Merritt, came in close. Abbott ended up swinging, flew it out to right. And now the 0-2 pitch, or the first pitch to Archer, misses, ball 1. So 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Stroker. Runner at first. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, and there's a grounder. Lawson fields it, throws on over to Hasler in time, out number 3. So the Generals end up getting 1 hit, no errors on the inning, and 1 runner left on base. Coming up next, home half of the 4th, brought to you by Cardinal Home Center, where the Braves look to extend their lead. Do up, merit, clap, ogle, all that here in the home half of the 4th. And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th, where currently the Braves lead the Generals 1-0. 4th inning is brought to you by Cardinal Home Center. Coming up first to bat, Jake Merrick struck out swinging his last time up, and he now faces Aiden Kemp. First pitch coming from Kemp. That swung on hit going into right field. And that gets out. What a play over in right foul territory from Ottavino. Or no, Ottavino couldn't make the play. So that gives us 1 strike here to Merrick. Couldn't quite see what happened there. I just saw Ottavino try to make the diving or sliding catch, but with Merrick back at the plate with 1 out or 1 strike, didn't quite get it. So Merrick watches ball 1. Gives us a 1-1 count here. Bottom of the 4th, Braves looking to extend their lead. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, not swung on, hit high, going foul. So that gives us 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Merrick. Merrick again struck out swinging his last time up. And the 1-2 pitch coming from Kemp. And that's in there, ball 2. So a 2-2 pitch coming to Merrick, third baseman for the Braves. Kemp currently in his 4th inning of work, trying to keep this a 1-run deficit. And the 2-2. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, base hit into center field. Kemp tried to make the play, could not quite get the glove up high enough to snag it out of the air or knock it down. So Merrick reaches first off a single to center field. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Cannon Clapp. Clapp struck out swinging his last time up. Now he faces Kemp with no outs and a runner at first. First pitch coming on the way, swung on and missed, strike 1. So currently runner on first, no outs. Kemp gets set for the 1 pitch. That swung on, tipped foul back. So that gives us strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs, bottom of the fourth. Merrick over at first after he singled. Right back up the middle. And now Clapp gets set to receive the 0-2 pitch. Kemp kicks and delivers. And he ended up going. Strike 3 called. So Clapp goes down swinging for the second time tonight, and that's going to bring up Easton Ogle. He's playing second base tonight. Flew out to center field his last time up. Now he faces Kemp here, bottom of the fourth. One out, one runner on first. Pitch. That gets away. Merrick going to try to take second, and no play will be made. So that gives us a 1-0 count. Merrick now reaches second off the wild pitch in the dirt. So now Kemp gets set, or gets ready for the call. Now he's set for the 1-0 pitch. And he kicks, delivers inside ball one, or ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Merrick's over at second after that wild pitch. And now Ogle trying to get a good hit to bring home the run. And the 2-0 pitch. Outside ball 3. So Ogle now in the perfect hitters count, 3-0. Everything from Kemp is limited, trying to get strike 1. Kemp gets set, takes a couple looks over at Merrick. The pitch is in there, strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike here to Ogle, bottom of the fourth. Again, Merrick's over at second. After a wild pitch, 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit. Second baseman will field it. That is Wallace. Throws on over to first in time for out number 2. But Merrick's able to advance up to.
Now batting, Jose Vasquez.
Up to third, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Jose Vasquez. Vasquez has a single and a ground out so far tonight, 1 for 2. Singled his first time up, then he grounded out. Now he's facing Kemp for the third time. First pitch, that misses, ball 1. So now Vasquez, 1-0 count with 2 outs, runner on third. 1-0 pitch in there, strike 1. So 1-1 count on the way. 2 outs to the Braves center fielder. Good base hit. And that's well inside. Vasquez having to duck out of the way. So that gives us a 2-1 count. It's Kemp now in a 2-1 count to Vasquez. And the 2-1 pitch. That swung on, hit right over the jumping third baseman, April Gath, and 1 run will score. Vasquez trying to get into second. That's in time. Out number 3. So Vasquez gets a little greedy there off that base hit to center field, but the run will score from third to give us a 2-0 lead after.
That means there'll be another T-shirt toss in the Cardinal Home Center.
So after that kind of a greedy running there, definitely aggressive base running from Vasquez, that's how the 4th inning ends, which was brought to you by Cardinal Home Center. Coming up next, top of the 5th, where the Braves look to keep the 2-0 advantage. Scheduled to bat, we have Azzavino, Wallace, Guth here in the top of the 5th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-0 over the Waynesboro Generals. Fifth inning is brought to you by the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Leading off the top of the fifth, going to be Aiden Ottavino. Ottavino walked his last time up, ended up getting thrown out, trying to take second on a wild pitch. But he watches ball one. So now the 1-0 pitch on the way. That swung on, hit, going deep into straightaway center field. And that is going to be a home run. And that is how the Generals will get on base or get on the board. That solo shot from Ottavino. And the first home run for a General that is not Caban.
Now batting number 4.
And that's going to bring up number 4, Hunter Wallace, struck out swinging his last time up. And the first pitch to Wallace in there, strike one. And that pitch in there, strike two. So it actually brings up a 1-2 as I did miss the first. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, that swung on and hit foul. Okay. Okay, so it actually is an 0-2 count to Wallace. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on. That's hit into straightaway center field. And, ooh, what a catch from the second baseman, Easton Ogle, diving, saving the hit. And what a play. So Wallace goes down off that soft fly. I thought that was going to go deeper than what it did. But now it's going to bring up Sam Guth. And the first pitch to Guth in there, strike one. Again, Guth grounded out to first his last time up. On another fantastic defensive play. And he's quickly behind 0-2. Again, last time up, Guth hit a grounder that was probably going to get by the first baseman, but first baseman dove, saved it, and flipped it on over to the pitcher. And now the 1-2 pitch to Guth swung on, and that's going to tip foul. That was Hasler over at first, saving it. But right now the spectacular play goes to Ogle off that diving save in shallow, just past the infield dirt. And that pitch misses ball two. So that gives us a 2-2 count. One out here. And currently the Braves lead 2-1. And the 2-2 pitch outside, ball three. So Stroker had Stroker has done good so far, only giving up the one run off the home run. And that's hit going into left center field. And Vasquez gets under it for out number 2. So that gives us 2 outs here, top of the 5th. That's going to bring up Kealu Smith. Walked his last time up. And right now, Stroker trying to keep this just a 1-run deficit. And the first pitch to Smith. And that's going to be high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Center fielder for the Generals up to bat, and he hits that going into right field. And that is caught by the right fielder, Melton, and that is how the inning will end. So the Generals score 1 run off the solo home run from Aiden Ottavino, and the rest fly out to second, center, and right. Coming up next, the top or bottom of the 5th, where the Braves look to extend on their lead. Due up will be Lawson, Melton, and Walburn. And again, the 5th inning is sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagles. Coming up next, the Braves home half of the 5th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. The 5th is sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Eagles, as the Braves look to soar and extend their lead here in the home half of the 5th. It is going to get started off by Max Lawson. He's currently 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout as he watches ball 1. Last time up, Lawson did strike out looking. But right now, Kempf has the 1-0, and that pitch is sent high going into right center. And catch is made by the center fielder rushing over Smith or Ottavino. Couldn't tell which one actually made the catch. But that is how the first inning, or the 5th inning, will get under the way. And coming up next, Brody Melton, back-to-back strikeouts so far tonight. Melton looking to get on the board with a hit as he swings and misses, strike 1. Again, Melton currently reigning player of the week for the college summer leagues. And he quickly gets behind swinging 0-2. So far, Kempf has had his number. Melton's been unable to make good contact. The 0-2 pitch swung on, tipped foul, so Melton's staying alive. Kempf trying to do his 5th inning of work here. Trying to keep just the 2 runs across. And that misses ball 1. So great eye there from Melton watching ball 1 come by. He brings us to a 1-2 count. 1 out after Lawson flew out to right field. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. That swung on, tipped foul, so Melton will stay alive. So again, 1-2 count here, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, Braves do lead 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch on the way in the dirt, ball 2. So Melton having a good eye so far, able to hit a few back for fouls. And he just watched ball 2 to give us a 2-2 count. And now Kempf, the 2-2 delivery. That's high away, ball 3. So just like that, Melton, after getting down 0-2, able to fight to get us to a full count pitch, trying to get on base for the first time tonight. And the payoff pitch coming from Kemp. And that misses, ball 4, so Melton able to draw the walk. And what a great at-bat there from Melton, fighting from 0-2 to draw the walk.
Now batting number 9.
And now it's going to come up Hudson Walburn. Walburn currently 1 for 2 tonight, singled his last time up, but has a ground out to second as well. So the first pitch to Walburn, that's going to be strike 1 after he goes around. So Kempf currently in an 0-1 count to Walburn. Melton over at first. Is the 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Kemp. That swung on, miss, strike 2. Right now, Walburn and the Braves just trying to get some more runs across, extend their lead. Last time these two teams did meet, it was a 13-3 game in favor of the Generals. And that pitch is going to get high and away. Ball 1, and Melton moves on over to second. So now a 1-2 pitch on the way after that pitch that was high and away. And Archer was not able to get a glove on it, so Melton decided to take second. So now a good base hit from Walburn could drive home Melton from second. And right now, Walburn faces the 1-2 kit. And that pitch in there, strike 3 called. So just like that, Walburn is down on strikes for his first time tonight. Struck out Lucky. Now batting Keegan Hasler. Hasler had a fantastic defensive play, but he's currently 0 for 0, 2 walks on the night. And now he's looking to get a base hit to try and drive home Melton from second. Kemp gets set, kicks, delivers. That's going to get away. Melton heading on over to third, and he'll take third easily. So that ends up being ball 1, and that wild pitch gives Brody Melton third. So now definitely a base hit can drive the run home. And with 2 outs here and a 1-0 count coming to Hasler. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Melton sort of looked like he wanted to try something, making sure ball didn't get too far away. Archer forced him back. Now the 2-0 pitch on the way. That swung on and that's hit foul. So that gives us 2 balls, 1 strike to the Braves' first baseman. Aiden Kemp so far has only given up 2 runs throughout 4 2/3 inning. And the 2-1 pitch outside, ball 3. So just like that, Keegan Hasler looking to draw walk for the 3rd time tonight, as he currently faces a 3-1 count. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. And the 3-1. And there's strike 2. So now Kemp faces Hasler, full count. Hasler trying to keep this inning going, trying to drive home some insurance runs. And now Kemp gets set, kicks, delivers the payoff pitch, swung on, that's Chopper. Hit, second baseman fields it, throws on over to first in time for out number 3. So the Braves score no runs off no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base, thanks to the Brody Melton walk. And that is how the 5th inning comes to an end. 5th inning again is brought to you by Fraternal Order of Eagles. Coming up next, top of the 6th, where the Braves will face the 1-2-3 hitters in April Gath, Shesterman, and Caban. Coming up next, top of the 6th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals. Jonathan Stroker coming in for his 6th inning of work here in the top of the 6th. And the first pitch from Stroker misses outside, ball 1. The 6th inning is brought to you by Klein May Realty. And currently Stroker in a 1-0 count. And that's in there, strike 1. So Stroker now 1-1 count, no outs, top of the 6th. He is currently facing Nick April Gath, and he's now behind 2-1 to April Gath. April Gath, the number 1 hitter, singled his first time up, then grounded out to shortstop his last time. And that's in there, strike 2. So now we have a 2-2 count to April Gath, who's 1 for 2 on the night. And now April Gath set to receive the 2-2 pitch from Stroker in there, or inside of ball 3. So now full count pitch coming on the way, where the Braves do lead it 2-1, and the full count swung on, and that's hit foul. Again, April Gath bats first in the lineup tonight. He currently faces Stroker for the 3rd time. And now the payoff pitch coming from Stroker. Swung on, hit straightaway center field. Vasquez will get under that with little movement. And that is how the first out is recorded. So fly out straightaway center field. Vasquez had little movement to do.
Now batting Ben Scheckerman.
And that's going to bring up Ben Shesterman. The DH currently has 2 strikeouts. 1 strikeout swinging and 1 strikeout looking. And he swings and misses, strike 1. Stroker gets set to deliver the 0-1 pitch. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Shesterman DHing for the Generals tonight. He's currently facing Stroker's 3rd time. And that's in there, strike 2. And just like that, the hat trick is going to be potentially in effect. As can Stroker get him down 3rd time? Swung on, and that's hit foul. So it won't be on that pitch. But it does stay 1-2. 1 out, top of the 6th. Shosterman trying to avoid striking out for the 3rd time tonight. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that's hit foul it again. So again, Socherman struck out swinging his first time, struck out looking last time. And Stroker trying to put him down for the third time. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2. So far, Socherman done a good job fighting this at bat. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that's hit foul. So that gives us 2-2 pitch again. And now Stroker trying to get out Socherman. As the unplayed umpire got some extra game balls. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's outside, ball 3. Socherman was able to fight back to get us to a full count pitch. Stroker trying to get the third strikeout for Socherman. Swung on, and that's hit foul. So far, Socherman just missing the pitches. And now Stroker trying to end this at bat. The full count pitch, and that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, we do get a runner at first. Socherman still 0 for 2 after that walk. That's going to bring up Gregory Caban, second baseman. But first, we do have mound visit coming from the Braves. And with that mound visit, it's a perfect time for me to remind you that if you would like to win 2 Washington National tickets for Monday, June 22nd, when they play the Philadelphia Phillies, just email IWantTicket to StauntonBraves@gmail.com, and the winner will be named on June 17th. Also, Little League night tonight. The Churchville Diamond Club is currently in the stands as well. So after that long at bat and the walk, the mound visit is over, and currently Caban gets set up for his third at bat against Stroker. Again, Caban singled his last time up, but has flown out to center field as well, so he's 1 for 2 on the night. And right now, Stroker could potentially be 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning, as double play balls are possible. And the first pitch to Caban in there, strike 1. So now Stroker has an 0-1 count. The DH Socherman's over at first after he managed to draw the walk. And now Stroker gets set. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That's high, ball 1. Probably more high in order to give Braga a chance to try and make a play in case Socherman decides to try to steal. But now the 1-1 pitch on the way coming from Stroker. That ends up being inside, ball 2. So 2-1 pitch coming on the way. Tying run over at first here in the top of the 6th. The Generals, again, first here in the Valley League South. Braves second in the Valley League South. The 2-1 pitch. That's in there. Strike 2. Caban, again, 2 home runs on the season so far. Only 10 games in. But right now, just trying to get some contact, get on base. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, that's hit. Second baseman fields it. Quick throw on over to first in time, or second in time. On first, not in time. So Caban reaches on a fielder's choice to second. And that's going to bring up Bryce Abbott, as we do get another mound visit, and that's going to be the end of Stroker's night. So he's able to go through 6 2/3 inning, or 5 2/3 inning giving up only 1 run, the solo home run to Ottavino. But coming up next after the break, we will tell you who the new pitcher is for your Staunton Braves. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia. The new mount. We're here for the 6th inning, which is brought to you by Klein May Realty. And the new arm for the Braves, number 34, Lucas Ward. Ward currently has pitched in 2 1/3 inning, has a 7.71 ERA. And the first batter he will face, Bryce Abbott. And the first pitch will end up going foul for strike 1. So far tonight, Abbott has 1 strikeout and a flyout, so he's 0 for 2 on the night. And Ward's looking to put that Ward up around home plate as he currently faces Abbott. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that misses outside, ball 1. So 1-1 pitch coming from Ward to Abbott. Abbott currently playing first for the Generals. And he has a runner at first. And he'll watch the pitch go inside, ball 2. So 2-1 pitch on the way with 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Braves looking to try and keep their 1-run lead over the current number 1 team in the Valley League South. That pitch is hit, going straight away left field. And Walburns able to make the catch off that line out. So no runs come across off, no hits, because Sucherman ended up reaching on a walk. And then we had the fielder's choice and a flyout. So coming up next, bottom of the 6th, where the Braves are going to have scheduled to at bat Braga Merritt Clapp. And again, the 6th inning is brought to you by Klein May Realty. So coming up next, the home half of the 6th, the Braves look to increase their lead. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia. Currently, the Braves lead
Now pitching
2-1.
number 39, Carson Taylor.
And the sixth inning is brought to you by Klein May Realty.
Braga.
We do have a new mound. First batter, that number 39, Carson Taylor, will see is Julian Braga. So the final stat line for Comp was 5 innings, 2 runs across those 5 innings. And he handed the ball off to Taylor. As Taylor throws the first pitch ball. And the 1-0 pitch ends up being high, ball 2. Taylor currently has a 9 ERA on the inning as he gets set for the 2-0 pitch. And the 2-0 pitch on the way swung on, and that's hit foul for strike 1. So Taylor again 9 ERA with 1 appearance, went 2 innings. Now he faces the Braves, Julian Braga, the catcher, and is currently in a 2-1 count. Here, bottom of the 6th. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, that's hit foul. So that gives us 2-2 pitch coming on the way. Taylor in his first inning of work still, facing his first batter. 2-2 count to Braga. Braga's ball and a fly, or walk and a fly out. So he's currently 0 for 1. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. So Braga goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up
Now batting
third baseman Jake Merrick. He currently has a strikeout and a single tonight. And he's going to face Taylor for the first time. So after that quick 1 out, and the first pitch to Merrick is in there for strike 1. Again, Merrick playing over at third base. Singled his last time up, though. 1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. So that gives us an 0-2 count, 1 out here, home half of the 6th. Coming up next will be Clapp. And the 0-2 pitch coming from Taylor is going to be high, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the home half of the 6th, 1 out. Carson Taylor on his second batter, the 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Taylor. And that's going to bring up
Now batting number 23.
number 23, Cannon Clapp. Clapp has 2 strikeouts so far tonight. And right now just looking to try to extend this inning and add some insurance runs to their 1-run lead. And the first pitch to Clapp on the way is swung on, hit, chopper. April Gath fields it, throws on over to Abbott at first in time for out number 3. So Taylor able to bring the Braves down in order, and that is how the 6th inning will end. 6th inning was brought to you by Klein May Realty. Coming up next, the top of the 7th, where the Braves will face off against Archer, Ottavino, and Wallace. All that's coming up next here in the top of the 7th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals.
Now playing third base for the Braves, number 10,
Do have
Williams.
a new defensive lineup as
Leading
Merrick
off
will come out
for the Generals,
at third,
number
and
15,
we will
Archer.
have Caleb Williams take over at third. And the first pitch from Ward is in there. Strike one. So again, this is Brian Archer, struck out looking his first time up, grounded out to shortstop his last time. So he's currently 0 for 2 on the night, and he currently faces a 1-0-1, now a 1-1 count. Archer plays catcher for the Generals. And currently Ward in his still in technically his first inning of work, as he went only 1/3 of an inning last time. But now he's in a 1-2 count against Archer. And the Braves do lead 2-1. So right now, Ward gets set for the 1-2 pitch. It's on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Ward keeping that Ward up at home plate. Gets the strikeout. And that's the second time Archer is down on strikes. But just like that, we do have another pitching change coming up. Aiden Ottavino is going to be the batter. But after this break, we'll tell you who the new pitcher is for the Braves. Don't forget, Cox Constructions is sponsoring this 7th inning of work tonight. And after the break, the new pitcher. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals. The new pitcher on the mound is number 40, Ethan Plesser. Currently has a 0 ERA in one appearance where he went 1 1/3 inning. And the first pitch coming from Plesser, it's going to be outside, ball 1. First batter he is going to face Aiden Ottavino. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. That misses, ball 2. So Plesser quickly gets behind 2-0 to Ottavino. And Ottavino does have the lone score for the Generals off his solo shot his last time up. And that's going to be a chopper. Fielded by the second baseman, Ogle flips on over to first in time for out number 2. So the final final line for Lucas Ward was 2/3 of an inning, gave up no runs. And now it is Plesser's turn to try to end this inning. So Ottavino grounded out to second. That's going to bring up Hunter Wallace, who has a strikeout and a flyout so far, and he quickly grounds to Lawson over at short, on over to Hasler at first in time for out number 3. So just a few quick pitches, and Plesser's able to get out of the 7th. Coming up next, bottom of the 7th, where the Braves look to extend on their lead with scheduled to bat Ogle, Vasquez, Lawson. And again, the 7th inning brought to you by Cox Construction, and the Braves look to build on their lead next. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals. 6th inning is brought to you by Cox Construction, and then there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Generals, number 26, Chase Booth. 0 ERA, 1 win, 3 appearances, with 3 innings pitched. And he's going to start off by facing Easton Ogle. First pitch on over to shortstop April Gath in time for out number 1. So Taylor only goes 1 inning, gives up no runs, no hits. And now he ends up getting Ogle to ground out to short. Booth gets Ogle to ground out to short. Coming up now, the center fielder, Jose Vasquez. Vasquez singled his last time up, which did draw in a run, but tried to get on over to second and was thrown out. And Vasquez watches strike 1. So now it's an 0-1 count here in favor of Booth. And the 0-1 pitch coming from Booth to Vasquez, swung on and missed, strike 2. So an 0-2 count coming to Vasquez. Again, Vasquez was able to bring home a run earlier. Didn't bring home a run, but he did try to get to second and was thrown out. And that pitch misses outside, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-2 count here. So 1-2 pitch coming on the way. And the 1-2 pitch to Vasquez. Swung on, that's chopper. Booth fields it. Runs and flips on over to first, where Abbott was waiting for out number 2. So Vasquez grounds back up to the first base, or pitcher, I mean.
Now batting
That's going to bring up
Lawson.
Max Lawson. Lawson so far 0 for 2 tonight, has a walk, strikeout, and then he flew out his last time up. And he's going to face Booth for the first time. So Booth kicks, delivers the first pitch. That misses ball 1. So that gives us a 1-0 count here. Bottom of the 7th, Braves trying to hold on to their 1-run lead and trying to build up on it. The 1-0 pitch in there, strike 1. So that gives us a 1-1 count, 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. Chase Booth in his first inning of work so far has gone 2 up, 2 down, trying to make it 3. And the 1-1 pitch on the way outside of ball 2. As Archer tried to frame that. Again, Lawson trying to keep this inning alive, prevent the 1-2-3 inning. And the 2-1 pitch coming from Booth as Booth sets, kicks, delivers, and that going to get appealed, and he says he went. Strike 2. Took a little bit there, is trying to decide if they wanted to appeal that. Eventually they do appeal it over, and the first base ump says that Lawson went. So now we have a 2-2 count, 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. Booth kicks, delivers, swung on, and that's hit, going right past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. So Lawson's able to get on with his first hit of the night. That went right past Caban at third.
Now batting number 18, Brody
That's going to bring up Brody Melton. Melton 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And now he faces Booth for the first time with a runner at first and 2 outs. Booth took a quick glance over at Lawson at first. Now he's set. And he kicks, delivers, and Melton swings and misses, strike 1. Again, Melton 0 for 2 tonight so far, looking to get on base for a second time after the walk, his last time up. And now Booth kicks, delivers the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. So now an 0-2 pitch coming from Booth to Melton, 2 outs, as the Braves try to extend their lead. So Booth takes a quick glance over, likes the pitch he gets. He kicks, delivers the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Melton is down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. So just like that, Braves stranded 1 runner after no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Coming up next, top of the 8th. But first, just a quick reminder that Cox Construction sponsored the 7th inning. Coming up next, top of the 8th, where the Braves will face off against Wallace, Guth, and Smith. Coming up next, top of the 8th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia. We are here top of the 8th, where currently the Braves lead 2-1. 8th inning is sponsored by Cardinal Home Center. Plesser in again after going 2/3 of an inning, and his first pitch in there, strike one. Again, the first batter he's going to face in this inning, Hunter Wallace. And that pitch misses, ball one. So after a first pitch swing, Plesser ends up throwing ball, back-to-back balls, so we get a 2-1 count. Again, batting is number 25, Sam Guth, actually. And Guth quickly gets ahead 3-1 on that pitch. So it's going to be Guth, Smith, April Gaff in this inning, scheduled to at bat. And the 3-1 pitch on the way, that's going to get inside, ball four, so a leadoff walk. So Gath ends up reaching on a walk, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Gath. And we're going to have a mound visit here real quick. So as we get the quick little mound visit, it's my time to remind you that if you would like 2 Washington National tickets for Monday, June 22nd, when they play the Philadelphia Phillies, just email I want ticket to stauntonbraves@gmail.com, and we will name a winner on the 17th. So currently the Braves do lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals. And here, top of the 8th, they had a leadoff walk. As Plesser is currently facing his, or trying to get through one full inning after going 2/3 of an inning last inning. And right now, Plesser will stay out there, and he's going to face against the center fielder, Smith. Smith flew out his last time up and has walked. And now he faces Plesser with one out, and there's a bunt attempt, and that's going to go foul for strike one. So it looks like Smith may be trying to do a sac bunt, but after that first one goes foul for strike one, we'll see if he continues to bunt. And now he gets set back up. Plesser gets set. Take a quick glance over. Kicks, delivers, and there's the bunt, and that's going to go foul. So 2 straight foul bunt attempts, and Smith is going to probably start swinging now. But Plesser has just about everything at his disposal to try and get Smith out. So the 0-2 pitch coming with Guth over at first. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 called, out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. So 3 pitches bring Smith down, and that's going to bring up April Gaff.
Now batting the shortstop, Nick, April Gaff.
April Gaff flew out his last time up, currently 1 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch to April Gaff, in there, strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Ground ball could get out of the inning. April Gaff gets set to receive the 0-1 pitch from Plesser. That's outside, ball 1. So that gives us a 1-1 count here. Top of the 8th. Plesser has now gone through 1 full inning. That pitch lined out. Quick throw on over to first. In time. Out number 3. What a fantastic double play there from the shortstop, Max Lawson. He takes the line out from April Gath, throws back on over to first in time, and the double play was successful. So the Generals leave no runners on base, no base hits, and no runs come across. Coming up next, the home half of the 8th, which is brought to you by Cardinal Home Center, and due up for the Braves, we have Walburn, Hessler, and Braga. All that coming up next, home half of the 8th. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Braves lead 2-1 over the Waynesboro Generals. The 8th inning is brought to you by Cardinal Home Center. Leading off for your Staunton Braves, Hudson Walburn. Chase Booth continuing his evening on the mound for the Generals. And the first pitch to Walburn, outside, ball 1. Last time up, Walburn struck out looking, but he does have a single, so he's 1 for 3 on the evening. Right now he's looking at an 0-1 pitch or 1-0 pitch. That swung on, hit right back up the middle, or they're going to say foul as it goes off his foot. So Walburn going to try to walk it off, but he does have a noticeable limp. As that pitch coming off the bat did hit him in the foot. So the trainer's going to come out and have a look. See if Walburn can stay batting. Currently Walburn, though, is playing over in left field. 1 for 3 on, 1 for 3 on the night. And it does look like he's going to try to stay in the game as he gets set to come back in to receive a 1-1 count. Chase Booth, though, did manage to get out of the inning last inning. So he's currently working on his second. And Walburn trying to get a lead off on base. As he's set to receive the 1-1 pitch. Booth kicks, delivers, swung on, and missed. Strike 2. So now it's a 1-2 count. Chase Booth, so far, done pretty good job. As he gets set for the 1-2 count. The kick, deliver, and that's in there. Strike 3 called. And Walburn didn't look to be a fan of that call, but he'll head back to the dugout as he struck out looking for the second time tonight. And that's going to bring up Keegan Hasler. Hasler currently has 2 walks, and then he grounded out. Currently, we do have time, as it looks like the Braves coach is heading out. Talk to the home plate umpire. And actually, Drew Lucy is going to be on deck as he does replace Julian Braga. So now, after that quick little meeting, Keegan Hasler set for his fourth at bat. He's currently 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a ground out. Booth gets that, kicks, delivers, swung on, and that's hit foul. So that gives us an 0-1 count here, 1 out, home half of the 8th. Currently number 1 team in the Valley League South, down by 1 to the number 2 team in the Valley League South. As Booth gets that. Now he's set, kicks and delivers, swung on, and that's hit foul for strike 2. So Hasler been able to get decent contact so far, just unable to keep it in play. And now he faces an 0-2 count. Everything at Booth's disposal. Trying to get out number 2. As Booth gets set, kicks, delivers, and that's swung on, and that's hit foul. So 3 straight fouls. Hasler just missing by a little bit. Not quite able to get enough bat to send it into fair territory. Booth just trying to get the second out. Now Booth set, kicks, delivers. That's inside, ball 1. So now a 1-2 count coming to Hasler, first baseman for the Braves tonight. And now he faces the 1-2 pitch. Booth, still anything at his disposal. The 1-2 pitch on the way, that swung on, and that's going to be a soft chopper. And the third baseman will make the play. That was Caban tracking it down in foul territory for out number 2.
Now batting, number 13,
So
Drew Lucy.
Hasler had that soft fly out, and that's going to bring up Drew Lucy. Took over for Julian Braga. Previous inning. As Booth gets that, kicks, delivers first pitch to Lucy in there, strike 1. Currently, Drew Lucy batting .353 on the year with a 421. Yeah, 421 on base percentage. And he swings and misses for strike 2. So that gives us an 0-2 count to the backup catcher for the Braves. As Booth trying to bring a 1-2-3 inning again. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Lucy, and he swings, misses. That gets in the dirt. Archer fields it, throws on over in time for out number 3. So the drop third strike did not harm the Generals as the Braves go 1-2-3. Coming up next, top of the 9th. And currently the Generals down to their final 3 outs as it looks to be Susherman, Caban, and Abbott. Don't forget, the 8th inning was brought to you by Cardinal Home Center. Top of the 9th and the potential final 3 outs coming up next. And welcome back to Staunton, Virginia, where currently the Generals are down to their final 3 outs to avoid the upset to your Staunton Braves. New pitcher on the mound for the Braves, number 36, Caleb Smith. Smith is 1 1/3 inning and has a 6.75 ERA. The first batter that Smith will face is going to be Ben Susherman. Walked his last time up, but has 2 strikes in his first 2 at-bats. So he's 0 for 2 on the night. As Smith delivers the first pitch, and that is swung on and missed, strike 1. So now we have an 0-1 count to Susherman, as the Braves try to pull off the upset. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, that's outside, ball 1. Again, Waynesboro Generals currently first in the Valley League at 8-2. Valley League South at 8-2. The 1-1 pitch from Smith swung on, and that's hit foul. Strike 2. So 1-2 pitch coming from Smith. As Plesser was able to get him right here, keep it a 1-run game. That pitch in there, strike 3 called. And now the Generals down to 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Susherman ended up looking for his second time tonight, and that's going to bring up Greg Caban, third baseman for the Generals. Made it on a fielder's choices last time up, so he's 1-for-3 on the night because he does have a single. First pitch in there, strike 1. So now it's an 0-1 pitch coming, 1 out here to Caban. Caban does have 2 home runs on the season to lead the Generals. The 0-1 pitch on the way, in there, strike 2. So now an 0-2 pitch coming from Smith to Caban. Coming up next, though, Bryce Abbott. But first, Smith trying to get through Caban. The 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Drop third strike, Lucy fields it, throws on over to first. In time, out number 2. And now the Braves just 1 out away from securing the win. So Caban goes down swinging on the drop third strike. And now, number 30, Bryce Abbott. Abbott, strikeout. He's 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. Or no, flew out his last time up with 1 strikeout, 2 flyouts. We do have a quick mound visit, or offensive visit. Third base coach for the Generals had a quick word with Abbott. And Smith down to 3 strikes to end this game and come up with the save. So Smith gets set, kicks, delivers the first pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. So now it's 0-1 count, 2 outs here. Bryce Abbott just trying to extend this game even by 1 batter just to keep a chance. As Smith gets set for the 0-1 pitch. Kicks, delivers. That ends up getting away. So it gives us a 1-1 count. So Smith gets set back up on the mound. Abbott 0 for 3 tonight. And now Abbott gets set, or Smith gets set, kicks, delivers. That swung on, hit high, going into foul territory, and no play will be made. But that gives us 1 strike away from the Braves clinching this game and pulling off the upset here on this Saturday night. as Smith gets set. He likes the call now. Sets. Kicks, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's hit foul. So now it's a 1-2 pitch coming. Caleb Smith trying to pull off the save. And this could be a big win here. A big strikeout. As it will bring them Braves one win closer to the first place. The 1-2 pitch. That gets away from Lucy. So it gives us 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Smith gets set for the 2-2 pitch. And again, Abbott over at third. 0 for 3 on the night. Smith, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 called, and that is the game. Braves win it 2-1 here in Staunton, knocking off the #1 team in the Valley League South for their 3rd loss of the night. And that is going to bring the Generals to 8-3 on the season, and the Braves 7-4, currently 1 game behind the Generals. And that is how the game ends. Fantastic pitching duel from the 2 teams. At the end, the Braves managed to put up 2 runs, and that is all they needed to win. Again, Staunton wins 2-1. And we want to thank our sponsors, Fraternal Order of Eagles, Klein May Realty, Cox Construction, and Cardinal Home Center for the game tonight. Next time your Braves will be in home will be Tuesday, June 16th, for our special edition of Entertainment Baseball. But for now, we are going to celebrate the upset win over the #1 team, the Waynesboro Cardinals. And with that, we thank you and good night here from Staunton, Virginia.